deep trouble in our country. And the whole nation will be watching Virginia in 2013. Remember that Virginia is where the foundations of freedom and the principles upon which this nation were built were laid. It was a Virginian who led us in the Revolutionary War. It was a Virginian who wrote the words, "We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal and endowed by our Creator with certain inalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness." And it was a Virginian, better remembered than most presidents, who thundered with the words, "Give me liberty or give me death." And it was a Virginian who arrived at the Constitutional Convention with a set of documents known as the Virginian Plan. Later came to be called the Constitution of the United States of America. And folks, if Virginia does not draw the line, if Virginia does not draw a firewall for our freedom, then we will lose it. This is where the battle is drawn. And that is the only reason why I'm running. I'm a pastor. I'm a former attorney, practiced law for many years. It was not my plan to be involved in this, but I love my country, and I believe in Virginia, and I'm prepared to fight for our freedom, because this is not a battle between Democrat or Republican. This is ultimately not a battle between left or right, between one view and another. This is ultimately a battle between good and evil, a battle between freedom and tyranny, and we've got to make sure that freedom prevails in our nation. Now, folks, we need to be inspired again to believe in who we are. We are not a bunch of racists. We are not a bunch of bigots. We are people who believe in the principles that made this nation great. We believe in the individual and his God or her God-given potential and ability to rise in this country. I was raised in a foster home, but I stand before you as a candidate for lieutenant governor because that's what America does for people. That's the opportunity that it provides. And we've got to be prepared to fight for it. We've got to come together. Ron Paul conservatives, social conservatives, fiscal conservatives, all of us need to work together. I'm a Marine Corps veteran, folks. I was taught in the Marine Corps, when you're in a foxhole and the enemy is out there and you get into an argument with the friend in the foxhole, don't shoot him. You're going to need him. We've got to be unified and we've got to broaden. We need people in this room who share our values, but they are not with us because they've been lied to about us, and we've got to tell them the truth. We've got to confront them with who we are and what we really believe. We need to change the political dynamic in Virginia. It's not enough to win this election. We've got to spend the next 4 years making sure that we are not where we are now, wondering what the outcome will be. We've got to know that 4 years from now we have brought in a whole new coalition of people. We've got to do what Ronald Reagan did. Ronald Reagan lifted our sights. Ronald Reagan renewed our vision. Ronald Reagan gave us a new sense of hope in who we are. And he spoke to black folks and white folks and Hispanic folks not as separate ethnic groups, but as Americans. And we've got to restore the sense of pride in who we are as Americans. Not African Americans or Irish Americans or Italian Americans, but Americans. One nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I ask for your vote. I ask you to come to the convention, and we don't need to just win a campaign. We need to start a movement to restore the foundational principles of America, and Virginia is the place to do it. Thank you all so much. God bless you. God bless America, and God bless the Commonwealth of Virginia.